Here is the broccoli that I bought from Whole Foods. I buy broccoli every week from them. But on this day, uh, it turned out to be very fresh. But look at this one. The color is darker and it looks older. Anyway, I rinse the broccoli, cut them, and boil in hot water until it gets soft. In this video, I will cook broccoli first and then cook the rice. Mix the rice with the broccoli and cook the rice a little bit more to make it softer. And then next, cook the eggs and then mix everything all together. I cooked the broccoli like 20 minutes and now it's very soft. So next step is to blend it using the baby food processor or blender and make a puree. Into the processor, add a little bit water from the pot and run the machine for a few minutes and the puree is done. Add 1 cup of rice and 10 cups of water to the pot. Cook with low heat for at least 30 minutes until all the water gets soaked up and the rice will be very sticky. Make sure to stir occasionally and cover the pot for the last 10 to 20 minutes. As you can see, it gets really creamy and soft. If your baby is older than 9 months or so, simply mix the rice and the puree. This makes a nice broccoli rice. It has a little bit sweetness and it's very easy to eat and digest. I sometimes serve this as it is without eggs, but my baby loves with the eggs. For younger babies like 5 months, 6 months, 7 months, make the rice a little bit softer. Use a blender to make it even creamier. It's gonna be like a soup. I got this blender called Evla's from Thanksgiving Black Friday sales. It works pretty good. Now this is the creamy rice. As you can see, it's pretty creamy. I get these eggs from Whole Foods. They are organics and pasteurized, so very expensive. Boil these eggs in water until they cooked fully. It can take about 15 minutes or longer. Because these eggs are pasteurized, so technically it's okay to eat it as raw. But just for the babies, I don't want to serve raw food yet, so I want to make sure they are fully cooked. Until recently, I never purchased pasteurized eggs. I always purchased a regular one, like $3 or $4. But once I had these eggs, I could not go back because they taste very different. Very good. This time we're only gonna use yellow Yorks, not the whites. It's not because babies should not eat whites, just because Yorks has more nutrition. So next is mixing. So what I do is mix the rice and the egg yolk using the spoon or fork. Fork probably would be easier. I just do this beforehand, before serving, although the egg yolk breaks down very easily. Here I blended the broccoli and the rice together in the blender. Now this is the puree, rice and broccoli puree. So what I'm doing here is I pour this into a very small half quart saucepan that I got from Amazon to reheat everything. While I heat up the puree, I add the egg yolk, the boiled egg yolk, and the same way, simply break it down using the spoon or a fork. The rice is watery, so the egg yolks dissolved the purees very easily. Now the rice porridge or rice cereal with broccoli puree and egg yolk is done.